My brothers, my sisters, my friends, my fellow seekers of truth, lend me your ears, your hearts, and your minds for just a moment. I stand before you not as a prophet, not as a saint, but as a man who has seen the chains. Chains not just of iron, but of lies, of doubt, of fear that bind the soul. I ask you today, with the fire of truth burning in my chest, who taught you to hate yourself? Who taught you to look in the mirror and see not the divine spark of creation, not the dreams that pulse in your veins, not the strength of your ancestors, but a shadow of shame, of inadequacy, of unworthiness? Who taught you to bow your head, to shrink your spirit, to dim your light? I'll tell you who. The world. A world built on lies, designed to keep you small, to keep you silent, to keep you doubting the power that lies within you. But today, I'm here to tell you, you are enough. You are more than enough. You are a force, a fire, a river of potential that cannot be contained. And today, we're going to break free from those lies together. Today, we're going to rise. Let me take you back, brothers and sisters, to a time when I was a young man walking the streets of Harlem, my heart heavy with the weight of the world's expectations. I was born Malcolm Little, a name given to me, but not a name that defined me. I grew up in a world that told me I was less because of the color of my skin, less because of the circumstances of my birth, less because of the dreams I dared to dream. I remember standing in front of a cracked mirror in a small, dimly lit room, staring at my reflection. My hair was straightened, my shoulders slumped, my eyes clouded with confusion. I was trying to fit into a mold that wasn't made for me. I was trying to be what they wanted me to be, someone who would stay quiet, stay small, stay out of the way. I had teachers who told me I'd never amount to anything. I had neighbors who whispered that my dreams were too big for a boy like me. I had a society that screamed through every newspaper headline, every radio broadcast, every sidelong glance that I was not enough. And for a time, I believed them. I believed the lies. I hated the way I looked, the way I spoke, the way I dreamed. I hated me, but then something shifted. It wasn't a lightning bolt from the sky, nor a voice from the heavens. It was a quiet moment of clarity, a spark in the darkness. I was sitting in a prison cell, my body confined, but my mind, my mind was beginning to break free. I started reading. I started questioning. I started listening, not to the voices of the world, but to the voice within. And that voice said, Malcolm, you are not what they say you are. You are not their lies. You are a child of the universe, and you have a purpose. That was the day I began to unlearn the hate I had been taught. That was the day I began to love myself, not out of arrogance, but out of truth. I realized that the world had been lying to me, and I had been lying to myself. I realized that the chains I wore were not made of steel, but of stories, stories I could rewrite. Now let me ask you something, my brothers and sisters. Who taught you to hate yourself? Was it the teacher who said you weren't smart enough? The parent who said you weren't good enough? The friend who mocked your dreams? The media that told you your body, your skin, your voice, your very existence wasn't beautiful enough? We live in a world that profits from our self-doubt, a world that sells us images of perfection we can never attain, standards we can never meet, dreams we're told we don't deserve. They tell us we're too fat, too thin, too dark, too light, too loud, too quiet, too much, too little. They tell us our worth is tied to our bank account, our job title, our social media followers. They tell us we're only as good as the world says we are, and we listen. Oh, how we listen. We listen because we're taught to trust the voices outside us more than the voice within. We listen because we're afraid of being different, afraid of being rejected, afraid of being alone. But let me tell you something. The greatest loneliness is not being alone. It's being disconnected from your own truth. Think about it. Every time you look in the mirror and cringe, every time you silence your voice, every time you shrink from your dreams, you're letting someone else's lies win. You're letting the world define you, and the world doesn't know you, not like you know yourself. The world doesn't see the fire in your soul, the strength in your bones, the dreams that keep you awake at night. The world taught you to hate yourself because a self-hating person is easy to control. A self-hating person doesn't ask questions, doesn't demand justice, doesn't chase dreams. A self-hating person stays small, stays quiet, stays stuck. But you, my friend, you were not born to stay small. You were born to rise, to shine, to break free. So here's the challenge, my brothers and sisters. I want you to look inside yourself right now and ask, what lies have I believed? What stories have I accepted as truth? What voices have I let drown out my own? Maybe it's the lie that you're not smart enough to go back to school. Maybe it's the lie that you're not talented enough to chase your art. Maybe it's the lie that you're not worthy of love, of success, of happiness. Whatever it is, I want you to name it, call it out, drag it into the light, because lies can't survive in the truth. This is not easy work. It's painful to confront the stories we've carried for so long. It's painful to admit that we've been our own worst enemies, that we've been complicit in our own oppression. But pain is the price of freedom. Pain is the crucible where truth is forged. I want you to take a piece of paper right now and write down one lie you've believed about yourself. Just one. Maybe it's, I'm not good enough. Maybe it's, I'll never make it. Maybe it's, I don't deserve to be happy. Write it down, look at it, and then I want you to write the truth next to it. If the lie is, I'm not good enough, the truth is, I am enough, just as I am. If the lie is, I'll never make it, the truth is, I am capable of achieving my dreams. This is your first step toward freedom. This is your declaration of independence. This is you saying to the world, to the lies, to the doubt, I see you and I'm done with you. Let me tell you about a young woman I met years ago, a woman whose story stays with me to this day. Her name was Aisha, and she was barely 20 years old when I met her. Aisha grew up in a neighborhood where dreams were treated like luxuries, something for other people, not for her. She was told she was too loud, too bold, too different. She was told her skin was too dark, her hair too kinky, her voice too sharp. She was told she'd never be anything more than what the world expected of her. Aisha believed those lies for years. She dropped out of school, worked dead-end jobs, and buried her dreams under layers of shame. But one day, she heard a voice, not mine, not the world's, but her own. It was faint at first, like a whisper in a storm, but it grew louder. It said, Aisha, you are more than this. You are more than the lies they've told you. She started small. She enrolled in a community college even though she was terrified. She started writing poetry even though she thought no one would care. She started speaking up even though her voice shook. And with every step, she shed a little more of the weight of those lies. She began to see herself not as the world saw her, but as she truly was, a warrior, a dreamer, a force of nature. Today, Aisha is a teacher, a poet, a voice for those who feel voiceless. She stands tall, unapologetically herself, and she inspires others to do the same. Her story is not unique. It's the story of anyone who dares to break free from the lies. It's your story if you choose to write it. The truth, my brothers and sisters, is that you have everything you need already within you. You don't need the world's permission to be great. You don't need a degree, a bank account, or 1 million followers to be worthy. You are worthy because you exist. You are worthy because you are here, breathing, dreaming, fighting. The world will try to tell you otherwise. It will try to keep you small, keep you doubting, keep you hating yourself, but you have a choice. You can choose to listen to the lies, or you can choose to listen to the truth that says you are powerful beyond measure, that you are capable of greatness, that you are enough. This is not about arrogance. This is not about pretending you're perfect. This is about recognizing that your imperfections, your struggles, your scars, they are part of your story, but they do not define you. You are defined by your courage, your resilience, your ability to rise again and again, no matter how many times the world tries to knock you down. So here's your second challenge. Take one step today toward reclaiming your power. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be perfect. Maybe it's signing up for that class you've been too scared to take. Maybe it's writing that poem you've been too shy to share. Maybe it's looking in the mirror and saying out loud, I am enough. Whatever it is, do it. Do it with courage. Do it with faith. Do it knowing that every step you take toward your truth is a step away from the lies that have held you back. And when you take that step, I want you to feel the strength of your ancestors, the dreams of your younger self, the hope of everyone who believes in you. You are not alone in this journey, my brothers, my sisters, my friends. Today is the day you begin to break free. Today is the day you stop letting the world define you. Today is the day you start writing your own story, a story of courage, of truth, of love for yourself and for the world. I want you to leave this video with a fire in your heart. I want you to walk out into the world knowing that you are enough, that you are worthy, that you are capable of anything you set your mind to. I want you to rise. Rise above the lies. Rise above the doubt. Rise above the fear. And I want you to share this truth with others. Tell someone you love that they are enough. Lift up someone who's been beaten down by the world's lies. Be a light in the darkness, a voice in the silence, a hand to hold for someone who's lost their way. This is not just about you. This is about all of us. When you break free from the lies, you make it easier for someone else to do the same. When you rise, you lift others with you. When you shine, you light the way for the world. So who taught you to hate yourself? It doesn't matter anymore. What matters is that you're done listening to them. What matters is that you're ready to love yourself, to believe in yourself, to fight for yourself. Go out there and be the truth. Go out there and be the light. Go out there and be you, unapologetically, fearlessly, gloriously you. And when the world tries to tell you otherwise, when the lies creep back in, when the doubt whispers in your ear, I want you to stand tall, look it in the eye and say, I am enough. I am free, and I will not be silenced. My friends, the journey to self-love, to truth, to freedom, it starts now. It starts with you. So rise, shine, break free, and let the world see the power of a soul that knows its worth. If this message spoke to you, if it stirred something in your soul, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, what lie are you breaking free from today? What truth are you claiming for yourself? And if you know someone who needs to hear this, share this video with them. Let's start a movement of truth, of love, of freedom. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a message like this. Together, we're going to change the world. One heart, one mind, one truth at a time. Until next time, stay strong, stay true, and keep rising.